Hey guys, welcome back to Hands On channel. Today we're going to take a look at this newest white truck that I've got here as a project. It's an 82 Chevy pickup truck, and what I find is you really can't tell what you got until you get it cleaned up and power washed and or car washed or whatever. So I'm going to use my power washer, clean this thing up. First of all, I've got my you'll see me spraying here in a minute. I've got my my spray pump set up with some Awesome. It's about probably a 25% dilution of LA's Totally Awesome degreaser. I'm going to spray that down first, let that soak for a few minutes, then I'm going to come along with my high pressure. I expect I'm going to lose some paint because this is an old truck, and high pressure, I'm going to knock some paint off. So at least once I'm done with this, I'll be able to kind of tell what I've got to work with. So I'm going to get the engine cleaned out, everything, and come on around here and get a just kind of before of the truck and look under the engine compartment. I find this is one of the best ways to evaluate a recent buy or a project they're going to work on, is get it really cleaned up. You can see there's dirt dauber nests all over it, stuff like that. So we're going to get all that knocked off of there because I'm going to be working on this engine, and I'd rather work on a clean engine. Here you can see all the scum buildup on this truck from sitting in the pasture for the last 5 years. So we're going to try to get this cleaned up and see what we got. See how this white paint shines. Hopefully it's still pretty usable. I don't expect it to, pop back to life and be brand new, but if it's a good drivable, driver style paint job, I'll be happy with that. Just in case I blast off my sticker here, I think that's a pretty cool sticker. guys, let's see how we made out here. So let's take a look at that. Not too bad. She cleaned up really nicely. I'm real excited about this. I got just the slightest bit of striping from my power washer getting that scum off, but that's okay. I think when I come back in and do this by hand, it'll get a lot more of that off. I just kind of did a quick one here just to get it, you know, get the majority of the scum off is what I wanted to do, and kind of see what we have here. But yeah, man, she cleaned up nicely. Check the bed out. I didn't do a great job in here. I just blasted it out with pressure, no soap really. But we've got some surface rust up here, but no holes. So I'm real stoked about that. I should be able to get in here with a wire brush and some primer and get that stopped and addressed. And eventually the plan is to put a Line-X or a Rhino liner in here, so it won't even be an issue. But let's check under the hood. Oh, and by the way, we've cleaned this out a bit. You can see, of course, still got a pile and down here in the floor to clean up and stuff like that. But it's cleaned up a lot more than it was last time you guys saw it. So let's get the hood open. I think this is going to be a nice truck once I get this thing running and driving nice. And for those of you that didn't see the first video here, I got this truck out of a pasture, and the gentleman I bought it from said the engine started knocking was the reason he parked it. But you can see, man, after I cleaned it up, that engine looks like it's been rebuilt, so I doubt it's got very many miles on it. The plan is to get this thing running at least enough to where I can evaluate the knock, and if it's something major and I'm gonna have to pull the engine out, then I'll probably just drop a Vortec 350 in it. I actually have one over in the shop. So yeah, I'm real stoked about that. Of course, I didn't clean the air cleaner, took that off and bagged the carburetor when I sprayed it, but man, really cleaned up pretty good, boys. So 600 bucks. I'm stoked, man. I think this is going to be a winner once I get that 350 in there and get her running good. So next time in the series, we're going to talk about the different steps that you want to take on a vehicle that's been sitting for a real long time. Like example, I'm going to go ahead and need to drain the fuel out because it's been sitting there for 4 years with fuel in it. So we're going to address a few things like that and see if we can't get this thing to pop off. And now that I've cleaned it, I can see I've got some hail damage, just some real light hail damage here on the hood. No big deal. It's to be expected in a truck like this, especially from the south. So anyways, guys, next up in the series, I hope to bring this beast to life and at least get it driving around the yard. Appreciate you tuning in. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more. And until then, we'll see you next time.